if I can get this stupid Facebook thing to work. Whoop, that's not gonna do it. What? That'll do. Reload. How about reload? Wrong buttons. All the wrong buttons. Okay. Maybe. Do you even... Blacksmith Dan. What's up, man? You like that? Ain't no AI in that. We probably counted over 100 people in our camp one night. I don't know if you can hear me. I can't see the meters. I'm working on the stream stuff, trying to get a few things set up. I don't know why this is the way it is. Oh, because I've clicked the wrong button, that's why. Activate. Let me reveal capture page. That is not the capture page. Let's try this. Sounds good on Twitch, right on. I don't have a mic. Well, I do, but I forgot to charge it. So I don't have a mic per se. So I'm trying something different tonight. Also, if the chat overlay gets annoying, let me know. I'm not actually looking at that, so I don't have a good feel for what that's going to look like. But let me see. I might be able to increase this font size for me because, you know, old guy eyes. But I can see the chat. The only problem I see right now, well, I guess that's not a problem per se. I'm tracking. Let me try something real quick. I'm using a different tool. What's this? Stop and close the source. That's Twitch. And stop all. So I'm really just trying to get. I can do this with the Restream the Restream chat, no problem. It's Facebook that's kind of a pain in the butt. So let's see if that is not the same window, man. There we go. Let me see if that gets rid of the chat echo per se. Because yeah, I'm on. I think I'm on camera. I guess I can switch this real quick. So I got a whole new rigmarole thing going on here. I wish you guys could see what I'm doing with this camera. I've got an IBA flyer hanging over the top of it because it was making things red from this. There's a light right above it, and I don't have a good spot to put it. Hey, Kevin. So I can see some chat here. So that came through on YouTube, it looks like. So let me go back to the other thing, because that's what I'm more curious about Facebook, I guess. So that's the only problem I'm seeing here is when it pulls the Restream stuff into this doodad, it's not showing me who it is. So I'm going to go to the stream and just type something in. Nope, Jeff Switzer was there. So, yeah, Jeff, Rob Foster. I can't see. Oh, hey, it just popped up. So maybe I got it. I didn't switch it quick enough, but it just popped up. So that's cool. So that means, I think you guys throw some messages out on the Facebooks, live chat, and I'll see. I saw my message come through, and I know it came from Facebook. So like I was saying, the Restream thing on here, it's working. I can see the messages. Well, I was seeing messages. I don't know if they've stopped. They shouldn't have. So if you guys are still on Twitch, hit me up on the comments real quick, or in the chat real quick, just so I know that that's still working. And then I guess I could, well, I can't do that on my phone, I don't think. I can, but I'm not logged in. Hey Charlie, hey Kenny. Sansa came up with me. Great, I can't wait to trip over the dog tonight when I go to bed. That'll be fun. What is this? Message. So, you ever try to give something away? What a pain in my ass. So that message came through. It said, still here, but I don't know who it is. So, I'll need to work on that. But I can at least see the message. So if I don't greet people, I do apologize. I'm not trying to be a dick. I mean, I kind of am, but we know this, right? So that's Dan, Blacksmith Dan. Works on Facebook too. Hey Kevin. So I see your message on Facebook. The only thing I haven't seen come through yet is, no, that isn't. So I see the restream. It shows me it's coming from YouTube and or. Really? That's interesting. Because it's coming from Restream, so you guys probably won't see the Facebook messages, right? So that's the conundrum I've been fighting, is trying to get Facebook on the damn thing. But let me turn this down, make sure it's not turned up. I'm just gonna put message in there real quick. Okay, that came through. It doesn't show, so. Yes, sir, forging on my head later, you'll see it. So anyways, that seems to be working. The only thing I need to figure out now is why, and this is not a big deal. I can see both of these chat windows just fine. Well, kinda, if I can resize the damn thing. There we go. So I can kind of see both chat windows just fine, as long as you don't write a book and it spans the whole screen. Well, maybe if I make these smaller and put them side by side, that would work. So let me try that. So that's been the thing I've been trying the hardest to figure out with the whole streaming thing. Plus, I mean, there's other issues going on. Is how, because of the way Facebook changed it, I can't just pull it in anymore, so I had to find a workaround for that. So the workaround for that was this tool called Social Streaming Ninja or something. Social Stream Ninja, that's what it's called. So anyways, hey Alan, Jeff, everybody, welcome. So the other day, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, a few days ago, some days ago, some days ago. Oh, now that I've got an audience, this will totally fail. But let's check this out. I'm going to switch over real quick to my streaming screen so I can see what's happening. And hopefully this works. Alexa, camera 3. Alexa, camera 4. Oh, it's crotch cam. I guess the other one's even more crotch cam, but this was definitely crotch cam. But Alexa, camera 1. Oh, I love home automation. I spent, about a day playing with that, getting that working. Because if any of you that have ever actually watched a long running stream where I've had the multiple cameras going, you will know that I will inevitably forget to switch cameras at some point in time. And I will be holding my steel or something, and I've got to run over and do the thing and then run back. Pain in my butt. So say hello, Alexa. She's shy. Actually, I thought about changing the name as a joke to Jess. So if you watch Christ-Centered Ironworks, you would get that. So Alexa, say hello.
Hey there, Rob. Ready for another round of camera commands? Or are we switching to something more conversational?
No, not yet. So,
All right, what's on your mind?
I've got that connected to an Echo Dot that I have since named Shop Dot.
What kind of connect are you talking about?
Hey, Alexa, shut up. Working here. So I named it Shop Dot. I only won't use that as a wake-up name simply because, well, I might actually. Who knows? We'll see. So I'm going to switch this back to the chat screen that I can see. So, Uptown, huh? I can kind of, I can see Twitch and YouTube comments on the main streaming device. I can see those comments now. I figured that out too. But I can't get Facebook. So I had to come up with something. Plus, I was playing around, I was looking for a laptop to buy for my job. I do IT work, and I've been using this really poopy $600 laptop I bought back in like June. And it's been fine for $600. I really can't complain about it. But it's done everything I needed it to do for the most part. But when I started digging in and start working on actual work type stuff, it's starting to show its teeth and it's starting to bog down a little bit. I thought, man, okay, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to, invest in a real laptop. And then I held off on that for a minute. And I'll tell you, there's been a couple of things, right? So some of you may know that I don't like coming out here in the cold. I just don't like it. And then my feet get super cold and it takes hours for them to warm back up. Well, it turns out there is a reason for that. I have a condition called PAD in my legs, some kind of vascular disease or something. These don't help. I'm going to have to give my cigars up. But ain't tonight. So I'm going to go see a doctor next week, figure out what they can do. They've already done an ultrasound on my legs to make sure I ain't got no leg babies. But reading up on it and then thinking about the past couple of years, it's all starting to make sense, right? It's all starting to kind of come together and go, oh, that's what's been going on. I don't know if I'll ever be okay with standing around in the cold shop, but I'm hoping it will get better. But at this point in time, really the big thing is it feels like I'm standing in rocks and I'm wearing a pair of shoes. And I checked to make sure there's no rocks in there. I made sure my socks weren't all wrinkled up and stuff, but it feels like I'm standing on rocks. And it sometimes feels like my foot is on fire. It's not feeling great right now. Tramadol helps a little bit. Ibuprofen doesn't really seem to help a whole lot. A little bit of relief. I'm not big on taking drugs if I don't need them. So like, I didn't take the Tramadol at all today. Felt like I paid the price. I'm going to take it tomorrow because I'm hoping to go out to Troy's tomorrow and try to spend the day out there if I can. I can't make any promises, guys. It's really going to be how I'm feeling tomorrow. I mean, even driving can be kind of a challenge because, thank God for cruise control, let me tell you. So this whole thing is weird. Rob's got another issue with his heart that might result in some form of surgery, likely to result in some form of surgery on my heart. The real question is can they do the laparoscopic surgery, which is where it's like a Da Vinci robot. It's got the little arms that come in and kind of do the thing, right, or whatever, wherever they're going to put them in, versus split me open like a coconut. I'm hoping that's not what's going to have to happen, because that's going to, either one's going to suck, in my opinion, but that's going to really put a damper on a lot of shit, let me tell you. Rob's not ready for open heart surgery, but what's going on in there, I've got like this growth, and if that detaches, it could kill me. So that's the only thing. There's some other side effects that are a result of that I was not aware of until I talked to a doctor. And some of that could be a direct result. The legs could be a direct result of that as well. So I got to get those things cleared up. Yeah, the pins and needles thing. Also, I am a type 2 diabetic, and I am probably one of the worst diabetics on the planet. Have been for the past couple of years. For whatever reason, one day I just thought, I'm done with this stuff. I feel fine. And then I just stopped taking. I probably stopped taking my medicine for 2 years, 3 years, 2 years, somewhere in there. I just kind of, I don't know what I was thinking. I felt fine. The problem is this stuff creeps up on you slowly. And it's not like you flip a switch and suddenly things are bad. I mean, that can happen, I suppose, but it sneaks up on you, so you get used to it. You think it's normal. And then at my age, I also started thinking, oh, it's because I'm getting older. So that's not the case. So the reason I'm telling you guys this specifically is if you're over the age of 40 and you're feeling something weird and it hasn't gone away within a week, go see a doctor. Don't be Rob. Go see a doctor and bring it up. It may not be nothing, but it could be, there could be something there going on that you need to get figured out. I was lucky with the heart thing. I had a completely different thing, and they did an MRI on me, and they just happened to catch that part of my chest, and they were supposed to be looking down here, but they, whatever reason, they caught something up there, and they saw it, and they were like, whoa, hey, what's that? Now, I will tell you, this was over a year ago now. When it came up, the way the doctor presented the issue to me, he freaked me out, and he seemed way too eager to start digging into Rob, and I wasn't having it, and I got out of there as fast as I could. Didn't call that dude back. Saw my regular doctor, and he told me to stop being a bitch and get that taken care of. So here we are. Tramadol and anti-inflammatories. Man, maybe that's what I'm missing is the anti-inflammatories. I did get put, this is kind of funny, I got put on Ozempic because of my diabetes, and the insurance company kept saying no, and I think it's because it's become kind of a designer weight loss drug. I mean, I suppose that's a side effect of it, but it was really originally developed for type, I don't know if it was just type 2 diabetics, but it was originally developed for diabetics, is my understanding. Wasn't developed to be a weight loss program, just happens to do that. And I was on it for a while. I was probably on it when it first came out. There was a couple of things that I didn't really care for about it, but it just, I don't know. Anyways, man, I hope she gets to feeling better. Yeah, I am kind of the poster child for what not to do. So anyways, let that be you guys' warning. So let's check out camera number 4. I have to remember that because for some reason, this thing is brand new and port number 2 wasn't working and I haven't had a chance to look at it to see what's going on. Actually, I could do that right here. I forgot. So anyways, back to the laptop thing. Holding off on the laptop. And I just happened to see these little computers, super cheap. It was like $200 or $300, and it actually had better specs than my other laptop. But it's, you know, no monitor, no keyboard, any of that kind of stuff. But I have all that, and it's only like, I don't know, about that big maybe, square. And it's a little guy, cute little thing. The cool thing about that is that allows me to run that here. One of the nice things about this monitor, and this is a cheap monitor, by the way. These are $150. This 27-inch monitor. To me, that's cheap. You can get $1,000 ones, $150 one. But anyways, what's nice about it, it's got 2 HDMI inputs, and you can easily swap between them, which is what I'm doing, going between my switching device and that little computer. So the nice thing about the little computer is I can actually manage the switching device from it. So from right here, I'm using my mouse, I can go to camera 3, camera 4, back to main. I can do all that, but I want to check the out or the I/O on this. Inputs into, it says auto. I don't even get an opportunity. Input connections assignments. Ports 4 SDI or HDMI. 4 ports, 8 ports. HDMI first. I'm going to click this. I want to see what happens. Oh, no, wait. It's going to tell me it's going to restart the device. So I'm not going to do that tonight. I'll do that another time. So meanwhile, I'm going to shut this down before I click something I shouldn't. And I'm going to switch back to this just to make sure everything looks okay. And I'm going to go back to the chat. All right, looks fine. What's funny is I have so many little windows on that other device now. I need 3, maybe 4 tops. So Alexa, go to camera 4. Okay. Now, what I got to remember is camera 4 is the anvil cam, the close-up anvil cam, as close as I'm willing to get that camera. Alexa, go to camera 3. Alexa, go to camera 4. Okay, so that's the close-up cam. I have to be careful, and if I don't hear that chime, that tells me to do the thing, right? Alexa, go back to channel or camera 1. My computer, nope. So, not bad. I like that. So camera 4 is this view in this way, which you probably can't see too well. I don't even know if you can see this camera on screen, but trust me, it's there. But it's coming in this way, and then the other one is out here. And I don't know if you can see that either. You don't need to see them. Trust me, there's a camera there. And it's maybe 2 feet away from the anvil. I don't want to get it any closer than that. So let me get something to work on. First thing I want to do is get my cigar lit. Kind of bums me out that I've got to give them up, but I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunately, Bill, I got to figure out what's going on with port 2. Camera 2 doesn't really work right now. Now, you know what would be funny is if I did the text to speech, in theory, you guys could operate the cameras. That could be a fun thing to do, and I think I can add a bot to these and then tell the bot to only listen to certain people. So I could say, hey bot, if you see Bill Corey playing with the cameras, let him, and then kick him off of here, or something. I don't know, but you can do stuff like that. I don't. Now this is when AI becomes my friend. You can tell the AI thing, the overlords, what you want, and it will start doing those things for you and showing you how to do them. I think that's pretty cool. You can just let it go do the thing, but the way I operate it, I like to watch what it's doing because that's teaching me in a way. I mean, I'm not going to be an expert, but at least I understand what's happening, right? So, Alexa, go to camera 4. Alexa, go back to camera 1. So there is a little bit of context saving in there. I can confuse her sometimes. I've tried to do some chaining to see if that works. Let's try it again. Maybe she's figured this out by now. Alexa, go to camera 1, then camera 4, then camera 3, then back to camera 1. I think she did that too fast. So, and I can write in there, I can create what they consider, what is it, it's not a scene, it's similar, let's just call it a scene for now. I forget exactly what they call it. But you can create a script essentially and say, hey Alexa, go to camera 4. It would do that, right? But you gotta get it right. So, Alexa, go to camera 4. So if you guys, I wanted to bore you with the chat, I could try this. Alexa, go to chat. I think it'll do it.
Sorry, I wasn't able to navigate to chat.
So I don't have that button programmed in yet. Because I thought to myself, why would I ever do that? Alexa, go back to camera 1. So anyways, a few days ago, I had forged a horse head bottle opener and oh man, I mean, I don't necessarily know that I can call him a friend as a person I went to school with. We played football together in high school, no, I only played a little bit in high school, but I believe he played, in high school. But we were on the same football team in middle school. But anyways, we were in contact on Facebook, and he saw the bottle opener, and he put his address in there as a wink, wink, nudge, nudge joke type thing. And I thought to myself, I'm just making one. So let's go do that. I'll get this hot. And I, in theory, don't have to remember to switch cameras. 2 things though. One, I brought a drink out here, but I don't see it. 2, I sat my cigar down, and I don't see it. Where did I put my cigar, guys? Did you see that? I see it now. But I don't see, I'm more concerned about my drink. I think I found it. Okay. So I'm gonna need my chisel, which is there. I'm gonna need my nose punch, which is here. Nope. It's up here. I'm gonna need my eyeball punch, which is right there, I think. Yes. I've never been happy with this eye punch, but it is what it is. Brian gave me one years ago. I'm sure it's around here somewhere, but I can't find it. No, Bill, that's a good idea. I wonder if I can program her to start tracking my tools for me. If that happens though, if I can program it to start tracking my tools and other stuff, I'm just gonna name the damn thing Paul. Let me crank up the old beep beep. So yeah, guy I went to school with, his name is Rolando, and I figured, you know, he put his address in there, I'm gonna send him the damn thing. You guys watching, paying attention? I'm walking around, hey, see, so here's a great example. Alexa, camera 1. Me walking around, I just happen. So this is the only bad thing about the chat part, right? Is I can't visually see what camera it's on. I can see the little red light button, kinda. So, but anyways, I'm gonna do that. Hopefully fairly quickly. We'll see. We'll see. Oh. And I am definitely going to try to make it to Troy's out at Barn Forge tomorrow. So if you're there, or you're going to be there, I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you then on the next one. To do this with my rounding hammer, with the round face, take slightly less than a cubic material on this. Actually, half, slightly less than half. Oh boy. You see that? I can make that work. There we go. Let's slip that on. So, got that there. You'd think I'd never done that before. I'm gonna have to transition since that slipped and it's not where I want it. I'm gonna do something else real quick. So it's way up where I don't want it. Wasn't paying attention. That's okay though. I'll make a small horse. Well, when I screwed up, I didn't see any point in switching cameras. I got a TV tray right here. Why not use it? Alright. Try that again. Alexa, switch to camera 3. I'm gonna have to fix that. I got a lead filer right here. Alright. Little bump right there on the picture. Alexa, camera 1. Alright, Alexa, camera 1. Now I just want to even some of this up. That's all I'm doing. Alexa, camera 3. Now I can listen to that. Alexa, you didn't switch the camera. We're gonna have to have chat now, the young lady. Well, you got the menu. camera 2. I'm sorry. Camera 3. Ah, I gotta get that fixed. Alright, so I'm gonna punch this hole real quick. Well, real quick for me. I don't need this super hot, but I need it hotter than it was. So, I'm gonna open that up a bit before I move on to anything else. Partisan soap? What the shit is that? Oh, I see, it's a bunch of spam bots. I'll have to work on that too. Okay. Let's see. Use me. Gone. Imagine that. Have me use your angle. So, this is just a slot punch that I didn't finish, so I'm just using it as a slot opener. It's a little upset on the end. No big deal. For what I'm but it will do the thing. I don't know how well you guys can see down here. Little scarring right there. Right there. Right at that thing, I can pick it up all sitting there. Grab a little material. This side is blowing out more than this side, so I'm gonna heat this side up. That doesn't need to be pressed, but whatever. Let me take that rag off. Well, I forgot what I was doing. So, this side, Alexa, camera one. So this side is bulged out more than this side, so I don't want to heat this side. I only want to heat this side. I heated the whole thing up. So, I'll see if I can't fix that. I'm going to cool it off on the bulgy side. Like such. I saw somebody say that. Crack me up. Boy, a little too much. camera 2. Alexa, camera 3. Do that again. It's almost even out. Now, I can do the rest. I wanted to try something. Now that I get this on the horn, but I can't afford it like that. So, what I'm gonna pick the best side. Gotta say it's this side. Not so much that side. Give it a little bendy bend. I've been watching the chat. All right. What's up? What's up, Alexis? Not. Alexis may not have seen this, but you know what? Hey, Alexa, go to camera 1. Alexa, camera 1. Don't make me tell you again. Alexa, camera 3. Alexa, camera 4. Alexa, go back to camera 1.
Sorry, I can't do that just yet.
Alexa, camera 1. Okay, I need to start. I'm doing this a little different than I would normally do it because I wanted to try something.
do that just yet.
Alexa, camera 3. Wait! You see that? Trying to get me? I think it's all the background noise. I'll have to work on that. Anyways, Alexa, camera 4. So I don't do this super hot because I want to be able to see exactly where I'm placing things, and I still screwed up a little bit, but that's okay, I can fix it. Get it hot. Press it over. Then you'll see it up to. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alexa, camera 3. I'm gonna beat you, woman. I should not joke like that. I want this a little warmer. I'm gonna put an ear on here. I already cut the ear, but I don't normally do them in this orientation. That's probably not true. But it's a little inverted. There you go. Well, that is not the greatest ear, but it'll do. It will do. Yeah, it's gonna have to be. Let's see. I can do these things. Just try to make a happy horse and not a mad horse. Nose. So I'm doing this now because I can hold on to it. It's the biggest reason. And I'll save the eye for last because I want it to have the clearest detail. The more times I put it in the fire, it's going to lose detail, which might not be a bad thing in case of that ear. I'm over here and hit buttons and stuff. Make sure this thing doesn't go to sleep on me. So one of the chats is not doing much, but Facebook has still got some stuff going on. So whatever, hey, it's all good. It's late, I get it. On a school night. me put an eyeball. Oh, I forgot to do his cheeks. I think my ball folder is over here. Yes. I'll get his eyeball and then his cheek. Well, actually his cheeks and then his eyeball. Or cheek. Alright. That's all I've done there, and then I'll work that out. So, yeah. Foot is not happy. And then I'll set this up. That one half off here. Right there. Then I'll just walk this down. Ooh, that's pretty warm. Right. Keep that more. Everything back in line. Now give him an eyeball. So this eye punch, like I said earlier, I'm not overly fond of this particular eye punch. It's not quite centered. It doesn't quite get the detail I want. But that's okay. I'm gonna put that right there. Trying to double tap it down. Yeah, I just don't like this eyeball that much. Where's an eye? I should have done my other one. Yeah. Not perfect, but better than before. John Burnell. Another head, yeah. Huh. Yeah, John. A friend of mine commented and left his address on there, and I thought, you know what? Oh, why not make him one? So that's what I'm doing. I completely botched the first attempt. I cut that sucker off. Get out of here, sucker. So, yeah, let me get this hot, cut this off. And we will cut it off indeed. About there. Mention a little bit. Figure I'd put it back. That way when I go to use it again, I ain't like, what in the world? What chucklehead did this? I really need to buy a timer for that thing. I'm pretending that I'm lighting my cigar, and I'm really doing is looking for my tongs. What? Alexa, where are my tongs?
Was
One
that
day.
for me?
One day. All right. Think they're over here, but I don't know 100%. Let me. Oh, they are. Look at her. I thought I picked them up earlier, but I did not. So. Yes, bottle opener. Big old piece of grease on there or something. See, that's how I put finishes on my stuff. I just let it fall into some grease. Wipe it down. Nice and good to go. Look at there. Alright, so what I think we're going to go to Alexa, camera 4. Heading home. Right on, man. We'll drive safe. Have a good night. Oh, you know what? I see what I gotta do. One side got the angle is a little off. I need to fix that. That's why I'm pretty over here. Better. Alexa, camera 3. So, not perfect, but that's okay. I got a manual all force the issue. So I like to put the tab on this side, so that way when you're going to open the bottle, you're looking at the decorated side, right? trying to even it up a little bit. And then I'll do a half on, half off on the end of that, really pull it out. Yeah, it should be good. 3 more heats later. We'll see. That should be good. When I do these at the fair, in a hurry, I don't forge this as much as I probably should, but what I typically do is, Alexa, camera 1. So what I will normally do is, slot punch it, cut it off, and then, file off the ears, I guess you could call it. That I'll drift it to size and then just put the tab on there. But I like practicing using the horn because I'm not great at it. But I like putting this ridge, you probably can't see it, but I like to put that ridge in the middle there, forging that on the diamond, I guess you could say. I like it, I think it looks good. So anyways, yeah, the longest bottle opener forging ever. But whatever, right? You do what you got to do to get what you want. Not happy with the ear, but that doesn't bother me that much. But I'm gonna get it hot, brush it, and I'll flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. I don't need this screaming hot. So I just put them way over here. Make sure everything is in line. Ish. This. The rest shouldn't need much. Because I haven't been, after I forged this, I've been trying to make it a point not to get it hot. are calling the blacksmith goop or something. I don't know. I use a wax block. It's kind of similar, I guess. It's wax, pine tar, and oiled linseed oil. But I always feel that my rag gives me the best overall look. Just don't let chuckleheads use it. You'll have a good long lasting rag. Yeah, here's one of those wax blocks that I use. So that's fine now, it's just smoking. Earlier would have flashed right off. I like to get it down into the nooks and crannies of stuff. Alexa, camera 3. So I'll show you guys here in a sec. Grab this other side. So I can get it down into those grooves really nice. You know, but it's not, it's melting, but it's not smoking off right now. A little bit. You gotta be careful with wax. It is flammable. I mean, all oil is flammable, right? So it doesn't, if you're using oiled linseed oil or whatever, that can flash off too if it's too hot. But wax, very flammable. So I'll just wipe off the excess. It's not smoking off anymore. So I'll leave it slightly wet looking. But I don't want to, if you completely dry it off, then you're basically taking everything off. There we go. Okay, that'll do. Just trying to eat my rag is what he's trying to do. Dawn's got a little more. Yeah. Happy enough with that. Thanks, Jeff. Might be the last man standing. I suspect most everybody else has bailed. It's like, man, who's making another one of those damn horse heads? I'm out. I thought the same thing when I started doing it. But you know what? When I have the idea to do something, I kind of need to do it right away, or I won't do it. And I thought, man, you know what? I'm gonna surprise him. I'm gonna send that to that address. I hope he wasn't joking around, because that's where it's going. Well, I know that's where it's going, bro. So anyways, these tongs are hot, so I'm gonna set them down. And try not to grab them like that. The only downside to the oil rag is this. Dirty hands. I don't mind, but some people do. Anyways, my foot is killing me, so I'm gonna call it there. And thanks for hanging out with me, guys. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm going to try to do these more often, but with my health situation, I can't make any promises right now. Hopefully next week I'll have a better idea, at least with my legs and my foot. But then I've got the heart thing I gotta deal with soon. And then that's the end of next month to talk to a doctor about that, to figure out what the course of action is.